The old adage asks, how do you eat an elephant? Well, the answer is one bite at a time. And the same thing applies to your sales goals in your company. How do you start out at the beginning of the year trying to manage to hit $500,000 in revenue in a given department? Well, just like that elephant, one bite at a time. And that's the topic of this week's Planning for Profit Minute. Let's jump into our software and see how we can use it to figure out what this needs to be. I'm simply going to go into reports and then down to gross sales goals. Now, this report breaks down your sales goals into little tiny bite-sized chunks. So for this given department, I'm looking at it, and my revenue goal right over here is I'm hoping to be able to do $539,390 this year. How do I manage my small team of a couple of service techs toward $500,000 in revenue 12 months from now? Well, that's what this report is all about. So again, that basically says that if I average $44,900 a month, or $10,373 a week, or $2,075 a day, and I do that every single business day, day in and day out, well, by the end of the year, I will have hit that $539,000 goal. Same thing applies to our billable hours. The lower half is dealing with billable hours, so it also means that I need to average 8.3 billable hours per day for my entire team, not per technician, but my entire team. And again, it's billable hours, not hours worked. Schedule accordingly. Now, I'm a huge advocate of a stretch goal, right? We all know that stretch goal, right? Everybody can reach to a certain level, right? But if we stretch a little bit more, we can get just a little bit more there as well. And so that we've broken this report down, we also give you a 10% stretch goal, a 15% stretch goal. And so I can see at this point, if I average not $2,075, but $2,282 a day for my team, then by golly, I'll finish up the year not at $539,000, but $593,000 in total revenue. I'll have exceeded my goal by 10%. Now, this report does assume that the team is billing out properly at your full labor rate, and we're charging diagnostic rates if indeed it applies to this particular department. Create those stretch goals. Look at what you need to charge per hour and then measure it. You can't manage what you can't measure. How much is your team bringing in each and every day? Measure it, share it with them, and keep them accountable. And that is this week's Planning for Profit Minute.